On this episode of BTV, we talk about the retirement of longtime fine arts teachers, the state legislator's attempt to ban transgender care, and a look at the new pond. All of this and more on this episode of BTV. Welcome back to the last episode of the year. I'm your anchor, Alex Parker.
And I'm your co-anchor, Eden Williams Parker.
As the Fine Arts Department was preparing for their annual Gold Dust show, they were also getting ready to say goodbye to some longtime teachers. Reporter Christy Dung and photojournalist Lillian Sycam take us behind the scenes of the preparation and how the students are handling their final performance together.
Stressed. Preparing for not a lot of sleep. That'll be good. It'll be fun.
How do you guys feel about this being like your last show together?
We feel like seniors.
Yeah.
Graduates. We joked about it for years.
Yes, we did.
It took me longer to come to the decision to do that.
My students have known for quite a while. They just knew. I mean, I guess they asked me for sure if I was, and I said yes for sure.
When I announced it, yeah, there were tears. There were tears because it was quite a shock.
I'm just ready to retire. It's the time for me. There's some great musicals that we did together. Our first one was West Side Story, and we loved that. I will miss the fact that I have taught many families, like the oldest brother and then sister, and so that's sad for me that I won't be teaching some people's younger siblings.
I will miss watching students' growth. That was the funnest part for me, is watching coming as a freshman and then seeing who they blossom and become as a junior or senior.
Just the traditions of Southeast, we hope that they keep going on.
Yes. Let some fresh blood come in and,
Yeah.
and do something if they want to do something different, or yeah.
I think it's going to be positive because they're going to bring in lots of new ideas and new energy, and I think it'll be good for them.
I would hope that the students would realize, I'm choosing to leave. It's hard, but I'm choosing to leave, and that this new person wants to be there. So to give them a chance to let them know, here's what we've done, and if you do things different, that's okay, but show them the traditions to move the programs forward. I just hope that people continue to be active in performing arts, to be proud to be part of Southeast Performing Arts, to be proud to be part of Southeast, investing in that. I'd encourage them to seek out those traditions, those Southeast traditions that we've tried to carry on, that we didn't, it wasn't just ours, it's been there, and that's part of who Southeast is.
That they deserve it the most because they put the most blood, sweat, and tears into this program, I feel like, and much love to both of them.
What kind of impact do they have on you?
They really inspired me to be the person who I am today. They really inspired me to actually think about the future and what I want to do.
She's been one of my biggest role models, and she's part of what makes me who I am today. And she's just so dedicated to us, and it's just really inspiring.
Gold Dust is already a very emotional time of the year. And with you guys retiring, how do you think that's gonna go?
I think that'll be emotional, and then it'll be time to clean out closets.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ms. Dooms and Ms. Cookson, for all you both have done here at Southeast. We wish you the best of luck on your future endeavors.
Recently, the Kansas legislature passed a bill forbidding gender-affirming care to people younger than 18. Reporter William Sandlin talks about those involved and tells us more about the current status of the bill.
The Kansas legislature has recently passed a bill that would forbid gender-affirming care. This includes gender transition surgery, puberty blockers, from being administered to anyone under the age of 18. Supporters of this legislation say that it is wrong for minors to transition before their brains are fully developed. This can lead to the risk of developmental problems and medical intervention. They've also equated such treatments to child abuse. However, those who oppose the bill say that it is actually the bill itself that is harmful, because it can lead to mental health and health issues for transgender youth.
Because what we have had in the past is a lot of people who were designated a certain gender, and that was not their personality whatsoever.
Governor Kelly recently vetoed the bill, and those in the House also failed to override the veto by a single vote, making it likely that the bill will come up again in the future. So supporters of transgender rights know that the fight for trans rights is not over.
They'd be a lot more vocal if this went through. If not, I don't see much of a change. I think more people might come to us, hopefully. But Vice President looking in, I'd hope that we'd become so much more vocal.
Why are you guys so afraid, especially of trans females? I don't understand why they're so afraid of trans women. I don't get that at all.
For BTV, I'm William Sandlin.
We reached out to Representative Blake Carpenter, a supporter of the bill, and who represents most of the Southeast Boundary area, but we were unable to schedule an interview before our deadline.
Earlier this year, Ms. Kaloff received a $2,000 EDGE grant. She and Mr. Weissong used that money to create a pond. Environmental science classes digged out the pond and placed the rocks down. Mr. Andrews' engineering class will be building benches to go around it.
But we want to be able to allow it to go through the whole succession process naturally, right? We're not going to purchase animals or fish to go into it. We want that to happen naturally as birds carry the eggs and other animals will carry around.
On April 26th, the average senior class was recognized for their scholarship earnings. As a class, they earned over $1 million. Congrats, guys.
I feel great. They're amazing people over there. They're really nice. I've been watching it for a little while, so my efforts have definitely paid off.
I felt pretty grateful about it because it's a really good thing to really boast yourself with. Not many people get that chance to gain that money and earn it.
We're here with the principal of Southeast High School. How do you feel about the scholarships in our AVID program?
I'm super excited about the scholarships in our AVID program. We have over $1.5 million in scholarships with just this small group alone. I can't wait until we get our final numbers. It's going to be amazing.
Next school year, agendas will look a little different. Like most schools, Southeast gives out agendas at the beginning of each school year for students to use as planners or written passes. But starting next year, physical copies will no longer be provided, and they will instead be moved digitally.
We're not going to continue agendas next year because, one, they're expensive, and two, because you have a computer. We are a one-to-one school. And so what we want to do is we want to get students to start utilizing their computers more and their Google Calendars more and writing things on there where they keep it, where they have it electronically and they won't need it to have it on a piece of paper.
At the entrance of the school, there's a new digital sign. It replaced the old one where we had to physically put up announcements. With the new digital one, announcements can be put up quicker and easier. Currently, there are electrical issues, so hopefully it'll be up and running next school year.
Well, the old signs, I have to, I literally can't go out there and put those up there. I give some information to our grounds guys, and they have to go up there and stand up on a ladder and put letter by letter by letter by letter. And literally, the digital sign, I could sit right here at my computer and update things on a daily basis.
Mr. Field recently earned an award called Treat the Teach. It's a collaboration between the Credit Union of America and KSN Channel 3. Former student Sidney Trulinger nominated him. He earned a $250 Amazon gift card and a box of goodies. He will be recognized on May 20th at 5 a.m. on Channel 3.
I'm shocked. It's pretty cool that, just a former student, they showed me who nominated me, and it means a lot. It really does. It's really cool.
On May 8th, more than 50 fourth graders from McCollum Elementary came to Southeast to learn about agriculture. They were able to work with the Future Teachers Group and do fun activities.
We definitely wanted to spread the word about how important agriculture was, which is what the kids did this morning. And then we wanted to allow the future teachers to have time with students, working with them one-on-one.
The Pops concert took place on May 7th. Both treble and tenor bass chorus performed. They sang Stand By Me, That's Life, Birth of the Beehive, and My Girl.
Orchestra had their spring concert and award ceremony on May 8th. Some of the songs played by chamber, concert, and symphonic orchestra were Scottish Mist, Blue Ridge Run, Russian Sailor Dance, and Songs for Friends.
Band had their spring concert on May 9th. Some of the songs that were played were Kentucky 1800, Appalachian Morning, and Blue Ridge Reel.
The Sarah Awards took place on May 7th. It awards students' achievements in theater and Best Actor of the Year. It was Descartes Santos, Jace Ariano, Dominic Hall, Raul Crespo Fernandez, and Seth Streeter. Best Actress of the Year was Lucas Kristner, Katie Kane, Yadira Cruz Diaz, and Veda Hurst. A kidnapping has occurred at Southeast, and there are no kids sleeping in math class. A local celebrity has gone missing in our school. Luckily, I was on the case.
Aquaman!
Aquaman, a founding member of the Justice League, was a crucial part of the learning environment of Miss Monson's classroom. Recently, however, he's gone missing.
What were you feeling when you noticed he'd been kidnapped?
I was very sad. This was a present from my mom. He's been in my room for over a year.
Oh.
He's part of my decor, all of my sharks and ocean theme. So I'm really sad.
In Aquaman's absence, many feel that the class just isn't the same.
What purpose does Aquaman serve in your classroom?
He has a few. He hangs out in my room and guards over it. All of my sharks, they love him. He's also part of my beginning of the year, I do a scavenger hunt where kids get to figure out things in my room. You go find the sharpener, you go find the hand basket, you go find Aquaman.
Hey, Aquaman!
But now he's gone, and so now I can't do that next year.
Miss Monson is offering a reward for information leading to his safe return.
I will buy some Starbucks to whoever brought him back.
I'm not a big fan of coffee, but a free drink is a free drink. So I decided to begin investigating the crime scene and interviewing students. It became my goal to uncover this disappearance.
I find you quite suspicious. Did you take the Aquaman?
Hell no.
No?
No, because whenever the Aquaman was gone, I wasn't in this class once you figured out.
That seems like a good cover story. You know, I think I have a lead where Aquaman is.
I am Aquaman.
That didn't work the way I expected it to, but to the perpetrator of this crime, Miss Monson and her class have one message. Please bring Aquaman back.
Please, if you are the one who took it, please turn it back.
Did you cry?
A little bit at night.
Please bring back my Aquaman. I miss him, my students miss him. He's a very important part of my classroom. Please bring him back.
For BTV, I am Eden Williams Parker.
Aquaman is still AWOL, so if you track him down, make sure to let Miss Monson know so you can get a reward.
Welcome back to the last sportscast of the year. I'm your sports anchor, Cam Myers, and let's get straight into some spring sports highlights. On May 2nd, soccer had a big win over Nickerson, 6-0. Goals by Mia Power, Aurora De La Ghetto, and Justina DeWillow. Senior night was on May 9th versus South. This year, seniors are Plamedi Wazana, Katie Moore, and Kayla Methman. At the Salina Invitational on May 3rd, Dejan Colbert placed first in both the 100 and the 200-meter dash. Braden Pollard placed 7th in the 1600 meter with a new PR, and the boys 4x4 placed 4th. On the girls' side, Emma McCormick set a new PR in the 3200 meter run, which earned her 9th place. This year's seniors are Carmel Mauricio, Dimitri Evans, Christy Dong, Kendra Holly, Deasia Hall, Olivia Wilson, Kaden Walker, Brendan Dale, and Kamar Hewitt. Swimming competed at G-Wall on May 4th. In the 50-yard freestyle, Stephanie Fernandez placed 7th and Alyssa Newson placed 8th. The 200-yard freestyle team of Olivia Crow, Brenna Beeler, Alyssa, and Stephanie placed 5th. Both the 200-yard medley and the 400-yard freestyle team placed 6th. Tennis regionals was on May 3rd at Riverside. The double teams of Vin Bu and Jaden Pakakam placed 5th, which qualified them for state. Congrats and good luck. This year's seniors are Vin Buey and Thomas Wilms. Baseball had a tough loss to Heights 2-16 and 7-21 on May 3rd. This year's seniors are Jeremy Johnson, Dwayne Cornwell, and Jason Guerrero. On senior night, the softball team unfortunately lost in both of their games of the doubleheader. This year's seniors are Eunice Lucci, Michaela Ledesma, and Diamond Perez. At the 6A state preview tournament at Buffalo Dunes on May 4th, the golf team placed 11th. Logan led the team and shot an 85. Other members were Jacob Brennan, Brennan Bean, Lucky Hong, and Tyler Conston. This year's seniors are Ryan Newby, Anthony Martinez, and Carlos Calderon. On May 3rd, Leela Jones signed with Iowa Central Community College to further her basketball and academic career. Congrats and good luck, Leela.
Yeah, I want to see how far I can get with just being there for 2 years and then maybe transferring to a university or wherever.
That's all for Sportscast. Back to you, Eden and Alex.
Thanks, Cam. On Friday, May 10th, Southeast seniors gathered at the stadium for the annual Senior Sunset. Dozens of seniors showed up to watch the sunset on their high school career, both literally and figuratively. Congrats, and we'll see you guys at graduation.
That's all for this episode of BTV. We'll leave you with sights and sounds from this year's Gold Dust.